Ladies and germs, welcome back to your favorite YouTube channel, Grub Films.
Welcome back.
As you know, we are here again with more fantastic Marvel content.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So yeah, we're here. I know we're a few weeks late, but Eternals has finally come out. So we're going to talk about it, give our thoughts, a little review.
Yeah, a little different. We recently saw it. Us two. We went through the whole movie.
Yep.
And we're going to give our initial thoughts on it, of how we thought of it. What could have been changed, or how it actually was, and not what the internet says about it. So we're just gonna go right through it. First thing I want to start off is I pulled up the cat.
Also,
yeah.
Just want to say, in case it's not clear, this is obviously gonna have spoilers. So,
Yeah, please, spoilers. So, I'm gonna be talking about spoilers right now. So when I pull up the cast list, the first 3 people that show up as the top stars are Harry Styles, Angelina Jolie, which is in the movie, and then Kit Harington. So the 2 people that were teased at the end of the movie are in the top cast. So that's automatically a spoiler for fucking Google. So nice job, Google.
Good job, Google.
And you give away their names.
That's very nice. Yeah, so, alright, first I want to start off this review. I want to ask you, what would you rate it out of 10? Actually, alright, let's think about it. I'm going to count down, and then when I count down, we're both going to say what we would rate it. 3, 2, 1.
6.5.
6.7.
Okay. So I was gonna say 6. I'm gonna say 6.5.
Yeah. All right.
Explain why.
Yeah, no, it was good. I didn't dislike it, unlike some people.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was like the best thing ever, but it was definitely better than I thought it was gonna be after reading some of the negative reviews.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, I think it was good. I give it a solid like B-.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah, I would give it around that. I was just thinking, like, should I give it a 7 or should I give it like a 6.5? I feel like it's the middle between 6 and 7. I just think, okay, the movie was paced pretty well, but there were a few points where it got a little too dragged out.
All right, okay, let's go in different segments that way we can stay organized. Let's start with the story.
Okay, let's start off with the story. So, the story is... It's an okay story.
I kind of liked it, honestly. I felt like it was different for the MCU. I feel like the movie introduced a lot in terms of like who they are and their story and the Celestials and all that, which I really like, especially all the stuff with the Celestials. I thought all that was really cool.
I got that.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought the story was good. I think it
was good.
Different. It felt different from what we've seen.
I can tell you, for slow-minded people, they would get like so fucking confused. And even though at the beginning of the movie, which is unlike a usual Marvel movie, usually get the Marvel cinematic come in, it gives you the backstory, and you have to read about who they are.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. It was almost like the first thing I thought of was Star Wars when we were in the theater. But it was cool. I think it just says in the beginning, right? That's like the first thing it says.
I'm pretty sure, yes.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's like a... I mean, I'm not... You would probably know more than me, but I'm pretty sure that's like... Isn't that those are the first words of the Bible or whatever?
Yes, there is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, so I think that's kind of the reference. It's like the Eternals.
Yeah, and...
They're at the start of humanity.
Yeah, and then the story, they jump around everywhere. You see Babylon, you see India, you see all these different types of cultures, which is cool.
Yeah, you see them throughout time. How they interact with all the settlements and everything.
Yeah. I'll say the story's pretty decent.
It was good. One thing I liked in the story, I like how they touch on where the hell they've been. Like, why haven't they, helped with anything that we've seen with Thanos or anything this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And basically the reason they give is because, like, they say they were instructed not to interfere with any human affairs. Unless it involves the deviants, they're not instructed to interfere.
Yeah.
Because they say, like, if they were to be involved every single time, humans would never develop the way they're meant to.
And I get that. That's a good way to wrap it up because
So do I.
it's not a bullshit reason.
Yeah, I like that
Because
too.
I feel like with the blip it's a life-changing experience, and if people never understood the blip, we would have not got like most of these series.
Yeah. No, it's good. It doesn't. I don't think it feels like a cheap reason or at all. I think it makes sense because it's true. So yeah, I like that. And yeah, I don't know. Where were we?
Overall, the story was good / decent. I would say it was good. I want to talk about the casting.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I thought they did a good job with the casting. Again, I didn't really know most of these actors. Obviously, I know Angelina Jolie, Richard Madden, Selma Hayek. Yeah, I know these people. But for some people that I didn't know, it was cool because we actually know what they act like. And I feel like Cersei was a good character.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. Icarus did a really good job. I'll say.
Yeah, I liked him. I liked him a lot, actually. I thought it was like a good kind of twist in the end. I mean, if you know about them from the comics, I mean, I don't know. Except prior to seeing this movie, I knew literally nothing about the Eternals.
Me too.
So I really didn't see that twist coming with him. But for someone who is familiar with the comics, maybe it was kind of obvious. I don't know. For me, it wasn't obvious because I know nothing about them.
I could tell you, my dad didn't get it. My brother got the reference because Icarus gets swallowed by the sun.
Yeah, that's the story of Icarus. I actually really like that.
It's cool
because it's like poetic in a way because that's the story. That's the story of Icarus. Icarus flew too close to the sun. And
Okay.
That's exactly how he died. He flew into the fucking sun.
I'm gonna say one thing. I felt like Selma Hayek's character Ajak wasn't in the movie that much. She was in a good amount,
Yeah, she was. Yeah,
but
she wasn't a main. She wasn't like one of the main.
which I thought she was, because she was advertised a lot. Cersei
Yeah,
wasn't. I don't think Cersei was advertised at all.
Yeah, no, it was definitely Icarus was advertised the most. I feel like in all the teasers you saw a lot of Richard Madden,
Yeah,
Kit Harington.
yeah,
But yeah, no, I don't know. I like the cast overall.
yeah.
Like you said, I didn't really know. The only people I really knew prior were Angelina Jolie, Richard Madden, Kit Harington, and what's his name? Then Indian Pakistani guy,
Oh, yeah.
Kamal, whatever his last name is.
Non Johnny.
Yeah, I knew him, but otherwise everyone else like I didn't really know. So,
Yeah.
but it was good. I think they did a good job.
Yeah, and also with some of the characters, who would you think was the weakest character in the movie?
Probably weakest.
Or like not like weak like in bad, but like someone that didn't really stand out between all the internals.
Probably the deaf chick, I would say.
Yeah, you know what, that's true. Lauren Macari. Macari, yeah.
Probably her, I would say. Yeah, no, she wouldn't really show up until the end.
Yeah, she didn't really do much. I mean, she couldn't talk, so.
Yeah. That's another thing, like, I don't know. I feel, I do and I don't feel like it was kind of forced. Like, you have, what's his name, Fastos? The technology guy.
Oh, yeah, him. Yeah, I forgot his name.
So you have, like, him, who he's obviously, his character's gay, obviously.
Yeah.
And then you have the ASO woman. And then you have, the sex scene, if you even want to call it that. They don't even show anything, but you have the scene between Icarus and Cersei.
Yeah, well, I don't know why. But also, one thing, why they hyped it up to be like
I know, right?
breaking.
It was literally like 5 seconds.
It was literally
nothing.
5 seconds. They're just fucking in the sand.
But anyway, I don't know. I feel like I don't think it felt forced, but I felt like they were kind of trying to just have diversity.
Yeah,
way,
I will say
because
I can
it's
say,
like-
yeah.
Because it's like they have this character who's like, oh, she's deaf and a woman, and you have this character who's gay and also black. It's just like,
Well,
I don't have anything against the characters. I don't think
no,
the wrong way.
Yeah, obviously.
It just felt like, in a way, I don't know.
It's
just
well, Lauren, the Makari is actually black too, I think. So
I don't know. It kind of. I don't want to say it takes me out of it because it doesn't.
It doesn't take me out of it. It's just like they're really like pushing it. They're really kind of pushing it a little bit.
It just feels like. I don't know. I mean, if that's how it is in the comics, like, I have no idea. But if that's how it is in the comics, then fair game. But I really don't know.
I don't know. You can't tell, honestly, with a lot of these. And it's Disney in general.
Yeah.
But, what are you gonna do?
It was good though. What else did I like? The pacing, honestly, I think it was pretty good. It's definitely a longer movie, but I feel like it needed to be.
Yeah.
Just because there were a lot of characters in this movie. I mean, how many Eternals are there? 8? 9? There's a lot of characters. There's a lot of characters. So I think the movie needed that time to develop them. And honestly, I think the movie does a really good job developing most of them. Because by the end of the movie, like, for me, at least by the end of the movie, I felt like I cared about the characters. Which is good, considering how many there were. Because it could have been very easy for me to just go from start to finish and just not give a shit about these characters. But by the end, like, I was invested and I wanted to see how it ended. Which is good, because they could have easily messed that up and, you know, it could have felt rushed and you don't care about these characters. But
yeah, there are 10 Eternals.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot for one movie.
Yeah.
So the fact that by the end that I genuinely liked most of them and felt connected, that's good, I think.
Yeah.
You know, like,
also, there was obviously that Marvel humor in it, but this felt a little more serious than usual.
It wasn't as much though. Like, it didn't feel forced as much, I gotta say.
Yeah.
The only thing that comes to the first thing in my mind, the only thing that felt kind of forced was the cameraman guy, like, following them around.
Yeah, the cameraman.
But literally, that's like the only thing I can think of that comes to mind.
No, but I feel like that gets redeemed at the end when they're in the ship and then Icarus turns on them.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, God rest you all. Because you know, he's a human. He's not an Eternal. So it's like, oh no, he's going to die.
Yeah. So it was good. Yeah, even like, I know in Marvel movies sometimes you have like, you know, forgettable like love interests or sidekick characters or forgettable villains. Like, the movie didn't really have any of that, which is good.
We didn't really have a villain.
You know what? All right, you know what? I'm gonna bump it up. I'm gonna give it a 7. I'm gonna bump it up a little. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think the movie hit a lot of beats that I'm happy with.
So actually, one thing I want to say, the Master Deviant, or the one that grew over time.
Yeah.
He was pretty. I'm gonna be honest. He was pretty forgettable.
Yeah, I can see that.
He was pretty forgettable.
I can see that. I don't think he even had a name. Was it kind of like?
He had a name, but it wasn't mentioned.
But no, it's cool. I think it's kind of a cool idea, like how we learned how at the end they explain how the Celestials were the ones who put the Deviants there in the first place. Like, the Deviants were there first, but then they evolved or whatever and got out of hand. So then the Celestials created the Eternals to keep them in place.
Yeah.
So like we see at the end, like, all the Eternals are, you know, synthetic, if you want to call them that. Like, they're created by the Eternals. Like, they're clones, basically. We saw at the end, like, on every planet, there's them. They're everywhere across the universe. They're made by the Celestials.
Yep, and that's where
every planet has their own version of them. They live and they die at the end, and the cycle just repeats.
And that's how they got Harry Styles in there, who is Thanos' brother.
Oh my god, I don't even know what to think of that.
So, I'll give you that, because in the theaters you were so confused. I'm like, why isn't he purple? Why does he have a ball sack chin?
I don't get it. Somebody had a different mother. Somebody's cheating, alright?
Yeah. I'm just saying, well, in the comics, he's a white boy just like him, so so he looks like the character, because when I did a side-by-side, I'm like, yeah, he definitely looks like him. But then, obviously, there's this random voice at the end of the second one when Black Knight was introduced, or which would be Jon Snow or Kit Harington. So there's this random voice I'm trying to figure out, because that voice sounded very familiar.
Yeah, I also like his character a lot. I know he didn't really do much in this movie, but I think they're definitely setting him up. For
when I heard him say, "I have a complicated family," I'm like, oh.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I like it. I mean, I like the actor to begin with, so I'm like biased. But yeah, I like him. Like for the small role that he had, like he's memorable. Like I like him. Yeah, he did a good job.
Okay, so from the director herself, Chloe Zhao, she told fandom that the voice at the end is Mahershala Ali.
Oh, really?
This is a huge deal because this guy
He's
is
playing
set to
Blade, right?
Blade.
Yeah.
Right?
Huh.
So it's fucking Blade. So that will set Blade up whenever the hell that happens.
Well, that's coming out like soon, isn't it? Or in the next couple of years?
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Didn't they announce it like a couple years ago?
I don't know. I know that's coming out. I know that's been confirmed.
That's what I'm saying. Aren't they making a Blade movie?
They are.
Yeah. So there you go. That'll be interesting. I guess we'll see Kit Harington in that.
That's cool. Is there? All right, dude. All right. So when some of the characters died, again, we're going to the spoiler section. When some of them died, I felt like Don Lee's character, the guy from Train to Busan.
Who's that?
That was a Gilgamesh.
Oh, Gilgamesh. Yeah.
Yeah. So I really liked him in this one.
Yeah, he's good.
And I felt like he died pretty early. But I get it because Stina needed someone there, and the one that she needed died.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, Druig's an asshole. He's trying to save people, but he's an asshole.
Which one is he? Is he the mind controller? Right?
Yeah, mind controller.
Okay. Yeah, he was okay. Yeah, he was okay. What else? That's another thing. I kind of like how some of them died in the end. Like, I like how they're willing to do that. Like how Icarus dies, Gilgamesh dies.
Yeah.
Fucking... Did anyone else die?
Sprite got knocked out.
Ajax died.
Sprite got knocked out.
Yeah, I don't like her, honestly.
You didn't like Sprite? Okay.
No, she's probably my least favorite.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, she felt like annoying.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, she's in a kid. She's in like a kid's body, so.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Overall, I like I said, I enjoyed the movie. I liked the story. I liked the characters. That was my biggest thing. My biggest concern going in was that I was worried that a lot of the characters, all of them, would just be kind of forgettable, and it would feel rushed because there were so many of them. But like I said, by the end, I didn't feel that way at all. I felt connected to all of them, and I felt like the movie did a good job showing them and explaining them and who they are, their backstory, and everything.
And again, like I said on the day of the film, I'm very interested of why people didn't like this.
Yeah, I think it just has to do with because it doesn't feel like your traditional Marvel movie.
That is very true. Yeah.
But like I feel okay. So let me take that back. It doesn't feel like your traditional Marvel movie for most of the movie. I feel like the end, like the final fight, if you want to call it that, between when the Celestial is coming out and Icarus turns on them.
That definitely feels like Marvel.
That feels like Marvel. But everything else felt different in a good way.
Yeah.
It felt slower. It felt more character driven. It felt more like real. It didn't feel less like this is just unbelievable. Like this wouldn't happen in real life. Like you can't connect to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And this one felt more serious. Compared to the other ones.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, Winter Soldier. Not Winter Soldier. Yeah, Falcon and Winter Soldier was pretty serious, but it was an average Marvel move. I wouldn't say the series average. The series is really good, but if you're talking about Marvel, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's why Hawkeye, which at the time of this recording comes out today, and there's two new episodes out.
Yeah, we gotta watch it.
Yeah, we gotta pick a day for that. We'll maybe do a review, or we'll just save one for the end. But
yeah,
I don't know. We'll see how that goes, because again, every single movie ties into everything, so you can't tell. Now, obviously, this was one of the movies. Eternals was one of the movies that tied in, but it was more on the outside.
Right. Yeah, I'm curious when we're gonna see them again, and like what story they're gonna be brought in with. I'm curious. I want to see more of them, which is good.
Yeah, I want to see.
I'm excited to see more of. I want to see more of Kit Harington's character and Cersei and the rest of them. I am curious what their next thing is gonna be.
Also, they said Eternals will return at the end of the movie.
So yeah, I was looking forward to it. One other thing I really liked in the movie was, I think it did an awesome job of just showing the Celestials and just.
Oh yeah, they were good. Oh my god.
Giving like
so
the movie.
cool.
The movie does a great job of showing the scale of just how massive they are.
Yeah,
like, I think that was awesome.
That was really cool.
That was really well done.
Seeing them in theaters, holy shit, they are massive.
The movie, I don't know, the way it's shot and framed and everything, it just does such a good job capturing the scale. And like especially like that one frame at the end after they freeze him, and he's just like sticking out of the ocean. Like that is just such a cool looking shot.
That is so cool.
It's just, I think the movie did a great job.
Also, when all the Eternals meet the Celestials, saying, "You stop my process. You will all pay," and then they get back to normal. So it's like, they're setting up for a second one, or they'll be in another movie, but I don't know any other movie that I would see them in.
I have no idea. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything.
Yeah, that was pretty much everything.
Overall, I think it was good. I give it a solid 7.
I'll stick with 6.5.
Like I said, those are my main things. I like the characters. I like the story. It felt a little slow, just a couple times, but not enough where it's just like I want to just fucking die watching it.
Yep.
But it was good. I genuinely enjoyed it.
Yeah, and then obviously with the Marvel schedule, we have Hawkeye out right now. Again, every week there will be an episode, and then we have No Way Home coming out December 17th. Mark your calendars.
Yeah, but overall, I think I would say Eternals is probably my second favorite thing to come out of Phase 4 this year.
That's bold.
My favorite thing out of Phase 4 is Shang-Chi. And I would say Eternals is probably my second favorite thing out of it.
You're not counting the series, right?
No, I am counting the series.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I like Eternals more than all the series.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Alright. That's pretty bold. I would say it's one of the... Thing is, I wouldn't say it's a weak movie, but I'm just saying out of everything, I feel like this one is more on the weaker side. But I'm not saying it's bad. Everything out of Phase 4 has been great.
Yeah.
I mean, WandaVision's been great. Falcon Winter Soldier, great. Loki, amazing. Shang-Chi.
I'd probably
Great.
rank... I'm trying to think how I would rank everything that's come out of Phase 4. I'd probably say... Fuck, I don't know. I don't want to take too long. I've been going for a while already. But, yeah, I don't know. Eternals would be somewhere at the top for me.
Yeah, I'll put it lower. I just think it was entertaining. Very entertaining to watch. But compared to the stuff that we've seen, I don't know.
Alright.
Yeah, we'll end it off here. Alright.
Yeah, so thank you for watching. We'll be back with some more stuff on Hawkeye and No Way Home as that comes out.
Oh yeah.
So stay tuned. We are fucking losing our shit, so get ready.
Oh my god, I can't wait. December 17th. Mark your date.
I know, baby. This is it. This is it. We in the end game now, baby.
We in the end game now.
I'm so excited. Alright, anyway, we've been going on here long enough. Yeah. Do you have anything else? Anything else you want to say?
I have nothing else to say.
Alright, well then, I think that's a wrap. I'm gonna go home and take shit.
Yep. Wash your hands. COVID safety.
Okay. Good call. Good call.
Whatever. Yep. All right.
Happy
Everyone.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah. We'll see you soon.
Happy Turkey Day.
Yep. Bye bye.